Hi, good morning, everyone. So today we are going to discuss about overtime. In the previous videos, you can observe the things which we calculated through a SAP standard tables and the process. Let us say if the client have a different requirement to calculate the overtime, you can write the PCRs to calculate the overtime. So we'll see one of the other process. Let us say client have a requirement, whatever the planned working hours are there for the employee. So out of planned working hours, let us say if employee is having planned working hours of 9 per day, if employee works out of the planned working hours, those hours should be considered straight away as overtime. So for that case, what we can do, we can write a few of the PCRs to calculate the same. So before that, again, I will copy the schema. First to 10 schema. So I am copying to some custom schema ZY00. So here, without disturbing the standard rules and the functions, we will write few of the PCRs and we will insert the PCRs inside this to get the overtime. So initially, what we have to get is we will write a PCR. Say overtime and attributes I am giving it a time relevant PCR for all countries. So initial step, we will get a PCR grouping in the configuration. If you people remember, there is a node when you are going to do the basic configuration in the place of personal administration. There is a PCR and CAP grouping. So CAP grouping you will define in the configuration. That is one of the pay scale type, and PCR grouping will come into the picture in the schema part. It's a time or a payroll. So this is the PCR grouping. So here we can bifurcate the things based on PCR grouping as well, like PCR grouping 1 for industrial workers, 3 for salaried employees and all this stuff. So and this is the time type process. So here I am writing the rule irrelevant to any of the time type. So what I will do here, we have to check the first thing, the pair which will form in the time evaluation. So it is a attendance or not. So the pair will form for absence. The pair will form for attendance as well. So we have to be clear that the pair is coming from attendance or not. So for that we have OTT TP operation with P type as operand. So we will get the pair types. So as we discussed earlier, pair type 1 will form when there is an entry from 2011 info type, and pair type 3 will form when there is an entry from 2002 info type. So if the pair type is any of the other things, I am not going to process anything. So I am just putting leave operation over here. So the rule will stop over here. Right? If it is pair type 1 or 3, I am going to build the same logic because it's a attendance type. So then if it is a pair type 1, what I will do, HRS is equal to, I will take, the pnum. So if it is the pair type, I am going to take the number of hours from the pair. So what I am doing over here is, so we will first run the log So ZY 00 for a day. So if you see here, the pair type when it was getting formed, it will looks like this. Right? There is a function inside that is P2001 which will get the input as we discussed earlier. So in the time pair, we have a pair type 1 because it is from 2011 info type, clock in clock out. Right? Whatever the number we have, that number we are going to catch. So total hours what he worked, say somewhere here after planned working times, right? Or else you can write the insert the PCR somewhere after the uh, these functions where you will get the attendance data info type as well. So what I am doing here, I am creating getting that particular number, and I am adding it to a month balance table, that is Solado table, within the time evaluation to a time type called say some Z triple X. So this time type where I created already, I created this time type in 555A table.